This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. It is Friday evening, April 17th. I've got some glare here. Let's see, I thought I had a paper out for that. Oh, thinking it and finding it are two major things. Hold on a second. I don't want things to fall over here. And they are in danger. Danger, danger. Hold on. Okay. Hi, Elise. Hi, Call Me Glitter. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So we've been working on making gloves. I want to finish that. I have a lot I want to do tonight. But I'm going to come back to this. Welcome in. Let me get on my notepad over here so that I can see folks coming in. Here we are. Got 5 of you out there and a bra ad. Isn't that pretty? And I never get this. I never get this. Welcome in, everybody. Where's my chat? I have to close it and come back in. There we go. Oh, it's Dee Dee. Hi, Dee Dee. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Dee Dee, did you see where I was making gloves this morning? This is my hand, only I did it on this hand. See the little bump goes there? The little crooked finger. I'm going to finish cutting these out, but I may save this for later. I got an envelope from Rebecca, so I don't know if this is something I can read out loud. Let me get a paper here. Why is everything so stacked up in my world? Let's put that paper on the glare. Did that cover it up? So let's open this and I'll let you know. I have a, if I can get to it, I might work on this later tonight. I want to make her a, where is it? It's in here. It's buried. I'm going to make her a bee. And I think if I put it on the corner of a tag, and she likes a lot of lace and buttons and extra. And I'll probably put something up here. And I have 3 pieces. I think I was going to send one to Becky and keep one for myself. I haven't been in here for a while. You guys, it's going to get cold here tonight. I think this is the one. Is that the one I was going to send to Becky? And I think mine shows up down at the bottom. So these came from Rebecca, the bees. And this is a Happy Mail from her. Let's see if I can open it up. Oh, I'll show you this. This is the blouse I wanted to show you this morning that I'm going to make gloves out of. I think, and it's a knit. It stretches both ways, which is good. But I think this will make pretty gloves. Maybe get it in the crosshairs there somehow. We'll see. I'm new at that. And I'm going to hand stitch mine and see what happens. Let's see if I can I pull my washi tape? Of course, we're going to twist it up. Put that there for a moment, and let's see if I can open this here. Maybe enough to get my scissors in here. I don't want to show the address. Of course, Rebecca sells. So we're going to have a code snap. It's already code out there. I think this is a, let's see what this is. Oh, oh, is this a 2x6 from, is this 6 inches? This is 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 3 by 6, but I could use it with, this almost looks like, is this something that's going around where people are just sending, I don't know. Thank you, Rebecca. It's a beautiful fabric. I'm going to have to thank her via email. Thank you, Miss Rebecca. Becky has a swap where she's swapping 2x6 pieces. I believe it's 2x6. Let me put this back in here so I don't lose it. Where did I open it? Here. I'll put this in my Happy Mail bucket. Becky was in chat this morning. Let's see. She was helping me make my gloves. Hi, Debbie Epps. Welcome in. I don't think that Jacqueline sold today. Debbie had a pre-sale video. Are you selling tomorrow, Debbie? If you are, put your information in and I will pin it and put the date and time on the message too. And I will pin it. Debbie Epps sells goodies on her site. Let me put this in my Happy Mail bucket that's overflowing. So what I want to show you, let me put these bees away. I have postcards I need to finish. I was on a treasure hunt today and my stuff that I sorted out. Now this is a Christmas box, but it's not Christmas. I kind of cleaned off the top of my desk, my computer desk. Oh. It's gonna come up on me. And because I'm getting ready to build shelves. And I have a lot of little treasures in this box that I've accumulated over the years. And I'm not going to be able to open it that way. I'm going to have to turn it. I dropped my scissors. I have a lot of little treasures that were on, and I'm getting ready to put these back on my shelves. These are some finger puppets that, and I got a use for these. We'll come back to this. These, you guys who remember Journey, she gifted me these. This is Andy Warhol and Bob Ross, their little finger. I think Dee Dee has some finger puppets similar to this. But I have a use for those. I'm glad I found them. I'll come back to this. I have this tray of things out. I can't put it there. Hold on. Here's my sheet that I had over here. Let me kind of rearrange things so that I can put this on my... All right. I just have some lace here. I might keep this out and unbundle it. I think, though, that it's stitched. I think somebody stitched I don't think they did it. Did they do it all the way down? They did. So I might disassemble that. It's a really cute lace row. This came from Arlene. And happy birthday to Arlene, you guys. Say happy birthday to Arlene. Did Debbie put in her information? Her sale information? Tomorrow. Let me pin Debbie's message. Debbie sells dyed papers, but she sells other things too. So I am on a spending haul. I mean spending haul. A spending break until May. Some glasses, Dollar Tree glasses, but I'm saving those for something artsy. But Arlene's birthday is today. So if you see Arlene, or if you haven't messaged her or emailed her, tell her happy birthday. Even next time you see her online, maybe. This was Shannon Green, one of Shannon Green's journals, and I think this was gifted to me, and I want to say it was gifted to me by Ami. I can't remember her entire screen name, but I called her Ami. And it opens up, it's a tin, and it opens up accordion, I guess, accordion style. And you flip it like, I thought it came out here. I think it comes out. I think it's just caught in there. Is that glued down? I thought it came out, but it flips. I don't want, I thought it flipped open, but that may be it. And there's a site in there. Let's see. I thought that came out, but it may not. I haven't played with it too much, but this was Shannon Green sold a lot of her stuff. I think when she used to live down near Houston and they moved up to Arkansas. And this is a little wishing well. I had doodads in here. This is a little, and I think this might have come from Becky. Becky usually signs her work, but it's very Becky-ish when it's, I don't know who gifted me this. It's a little spring zine. I don't know who gifted me this. It's not my work, but it's very well done. It's a little spring zine. It's very well done. And this, I used to hang out with Gina Ahrens and Cindy Utter and Vicki Brown. And Vicki Brown gifted me this little kind of a wallpaper journal. It's got little pockets in it. This is a pocket here. And this is I get a kick out of this one because it's done up real nice. And then she's a lady with a hat. I get a kick out of this one for some reason. This is another journal. It was gifted to me. I'm not sure where I got this one. I don't know how it comes apart here. I haven't opened it up for a while. I think it's watercolor. How do I open this? Obviously on the front. It says paper make. So this was not a handmade one. This was, it says paper make on the back. So here it goes. It was purchased, I think. But look, I got it now. And it's, I should work in this. All the papers are deviled, deckled. Deviled papers. Deckled papers. This is a cool little journal. It was a gift. It was a gift. And I had all these things over here on my computer desk. And I moved the shelves around, so I put all of these things in my box. Here's an old egg beater. That goes over with that. I'll show you that stuff in a minute. Then this doll was a felted doll that was made by Sharon Lombard. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a wonderful gift? I just love it. I truly do love it. And this is an owl. Becky was making owls, little owls here, and I was following her pattern. I made this one. It's one of the owls. I made a whole family of them. This one, I'm not sure what I got it. It's an emoji. They're crying tears. Laugh. And it's a key ring. But it's cute. I think I got it. Somebody sent it to me. And this is another one. He's really happy. He's kind of goofy. So I got two emojis. This came from, she used to be online. Her name was Debbie. I don't see her around anymore. She used to do a lot of work with the Defy auctions. And it was on a stand here, I think, and the stand came off of it or something. This is a music box. I got this at a thrift store. It's very pretty. I'm going to put this, I'm going to keep this one out. Where am I going to put it? Hold on. I'll put it down here for now. I'll put it up on my shelf later. This doll was made by Paint Girly. Isn't she cute? I think it was made by Paint Girly. I also got one from Kimberly. Was this the one from Kimberly? This might have been gifted to me by Kimberly. I can't remember if it was Paint Girly or Kimberly. They both sent me dolls. This one, oh, the girl up in Wausau, what was her name? Mitzi. Mitzi, I bought this at it's a melting snowman. And I don't think she made it. I think it's purchased. I thought she made it, but I think I've seen these before. It's a melting snowman. But when she was selling with Keisha, I bought it. But I call it my Mitzi doll. This one, I think, has just been around here. It's a Boyd doll. A little Boyd teddy bear. This is I made a whole streamer of these angels. Whoops, that's the wing. Oh, that was the back. I made a whole streamer of these, and there's a cream-colored muslin that holds all these angels, and this was an extra one. Did I paint the head? The head is just raffia, paper raffia, and she's holding. No, she's not holding. She's just got bling on her. That one I made. I have some round ATCs. I think these are ones I made, extras. No, yeah, this was mine. Fall Artistry Trading Card Swap. Aunt Beck's Creations. I always make extras. Did I put the date on there? I didn't put the date on that one. Did I put the date on these? I didn't sign that one. These were just extras. That's why they aren't dated. Probably could go back on Becky's channel and find out when we swapped. This doll, this little artist doll, came from Annie V. She sent this to me. It's ceramic. And I have a little baby doll too, and it's over on the other side of the room. This is a head doll of head. I think I got this one at the thrift store. I'm going to leave it in here. These are my little angels. I crocheted these little angels for the longest time. I crocheted them all in one from one thread with no tie-offs. I was doing that in 2000 and something or other. And here's a tassel that I either got or made. Not sure. This goes with, if I can find it here. I'll come back to this. I have some, I got these at the thrift store. These are my, is this light still shining? I knew that. It always bothers me, that light there. These are little town pins. I knocked an emoji off here. Let me pick him up before I ruin him. These are almost remind me of Putz houses, but they're pins. I got these at the thrift store. They are Dickens Village. I liked them, so I got them. This is just a cassette tape. This is a band that goes on a journal someplace. And this, I'm not going to unwrap it, but it is a doll face similar to this other ceramic one that I had. But it's just the flat part of the face. And I have a use for that. I want to get these out. These are Kyla Gibhan prompt cards. They were gifted to me. I have some more here that go in that. Are these them? Yeah. So I'm going to keep that out. I thought we might play a prompt game, but I don't know if I'll have time. I'm going to keep those out. Let's see, is there anything? I got some, this. I think this was sent to me. It's just a little, it was sent to me by, I don't know who. And this is an ATC. This is one of my extras, I think. Is it? It looks like my work. Yeah. Fall of, made from the Dirty Dozen. Fall, ATC. I didn't put the year on it. Did I do here? September 2000 and, looks like 14. But I wasn't down here in 14, so it could be 18, 2018. We were doing ATCs. And then I have a whole bunch of pictures here of my grandniece that I need to put. I have a little journal that I keep family stuff in. My grandniece, well, I had more than that. I only have 3 here. But as she was growing up, here's a larger one that, see, they're getting bent. I need to be more careful of all of her pictures as she grows up. I think this is the most recent one. She looks similar to this. She's in high school now. And this is Papa Pierre. Papa Pierre. We made him from an ink bottle. That's a FW ink bottle. And these are my little treasures. This is a wishing well that I made from, you fold up these newspapers to make little seedling boxes. And I made not a wishing well, a May basket. And I got another little round ATC. All right, this I'm going to put these pictures flat on the bottom. And maybe they'll even out. I got a little rabbit here. I was looking for my rabbits that I got another rabbit someplace for spring. This goes on here. This was gifted to me by Petals and Dream. And it keeps falling out. I think I'm going to put some glossy accents in there. But right now, I don't have room for all this stuff right now. I just was looking through these this afternoon, and I thought, I'm going to show them. It's fun to go back and look at memory stuff. And these were, I put them in this box because I'm going to put them back on my shelves, but I want to do it when, let's see, I'm going to put this kind of padded. I don't want to break him. Put the little felted doll here. My angel, the little emoji dolls. And I've got other things too that, I'll put that there. I've got other things too, but this just happened to be in this box. I thought I would get them out and show you. I think this might have come from it looks like Pink Girlie's work though. I have one from Kimberly. I probably have another box of stuff. These are the ATCs. Let's put them over in this corner. And this is put that in here. And then I have, let me straighten this box out. I have this cutware dish, and I'm going to put it in here, but I want to kind of show you some of the things. I got this old egg beater. I think I got that at a garage sale. I'm not sure. And these are just dollar store glasses, but I got these spoons, and I think they're tarnished silver. I do think they're tarnished silver. There's 2 of them. And I got them because they were so ornate. Another dollar store glasses. But, and this is just a plastic piece, and this is a button card. Some earphones, but look at these big pens. Look at these big clunky pens. I'm going to have to do something with these. I'm going to have to do something with them. I love them. I love them. This one has, it's just flat. The button is in there, but it's just flat. And this one has a puffy round button. And this is an old tape measure. There was a gal in California, I think her name is Anna, or Anne. There's another set of these beautiful silverware spoons. I'm going to see if I could clean these up, but I kind of like them tarnished. They may not be true, but the gal out in California sent me, this is a darning egg, and this is these are antique. That's a darning egg. This is I think this came from the state fair in Chicago, I think it was. And this is a tape measure. And another pen. I think this is for pens. I think this is an acorn pen holder. And is that all? I got some old earring things. I got a couple of old keys. Some embroidery floss. I think I'll keep this out. This might match that glove that I'm working on. Serendipity. Looks like a fussy cut of something. And this is just a metal leaf thing. A cross. A gold cross. A glossy accent cap. It looks like a spray bottle cap. I don't know what that was. It's falling apart, whatever it was. Paper clips. Some little found pennies. Pennies. That's another penny. Here's a pretty, looks like a charm, a couple charms maybe, or an earring. I'm not, these might be earrings. So I just accumulate this stuff, and I put it in the bottom of my, so I think that's all of that, but I'm going to keep this floss out because I'm going to hand sew. It's got a safety pin on it. I'm going to hand sew those gloves, and this will match. So I'm going to keep that out. So this was my treasure box, one of them. One of them. And I just kind of wanted to go through this for you guys. This is just a plastic, it slid onto something, a lid of some sort. And then I got these spoons. Do you guys have stuff like this? It's a treasure trunk. It's a treasure box. And I have more. Whoops. I'm hitting my camera. Sorry, I gave you a ride. I have more, but right now I don't want to. I'm kind of still sorting and cleaning, but I wanted to share that stuff with you. I have a few more things I want to show you. Let me put this down. And this is kind of show and tell. Let me reach over here and get them. That's thread for my gloves. Let me reach for these. That one may not have anything in it. Let me reach for this other one. I'm reaching. Pull it closer to me here. I have here some boxes that I've accumulated. I accumulate. Let me turn the chair back around. Hold on. I'm 3 feet away from my desk. This box I'm going to cover with either wallpaper or napkins. It'll make a nice pencil box. I have a cigar box. And I have this box. I think I got this one from Farrell. And I have this box that I think I got from Johnny when I was following Johnny at Junk Journal Shop. I bought this one from her. And I actually have a story going about this one. And that's the bottom. This is the top. And it's got all sorts of sewing items in it. And I have a story going about it. This is just things that she put together. It's a sewing box thing. This is, I guess it slides out. I gotta get it up to my face. It slides. Hold on, I just about have it here. Well, I'm not gonna fool with it. It has safety pins in it. And I have some old advertising stuff, and I'm using the words and the everything off of here to formulate my story. And so I'm telling a story about this sewing box. And this is caught on here. And these are things that Johnny accumulated. It's not all old. These are some charms. This is it looks like a list of some sort. Notions, sewing work, square box. Oh, this is a list of everything that's in here. Yarn threader and needle. A little, I think these are fur needles. So I'm not going to go all through here, but you get the idea of what's in here. There's some seam binding over there. There's some lace, some button cards. I think there's some black lace down here. So I got a story going about this box. I keep it out. I'll tell it sometime. But the story centers around this card here. And of course, Fib Diggity. It's a Fib Diggity story. So that's what's in that box. And then this box is nothing but thread. I think I put extra spools of thread in here. It's this thread. And needles down at the bottom. That may be a wooden spool. These are plastic ones. You can decorate these up and put slow stitch around them. That's all. But this is Scar Box. I probably got it from Pearl. She sells a lot of Pearl Brown. This, I don't know if I have anything in it. It's empty. But it's still a cool cigar box. Java. Premium Mint. Handmade. Long Filler. Java by Drew Estate. Cigars. Java reminds me of coffee. This production of Java belongs with a journey to the mountains of Estel, Nicaragua, where a new legacy is being forged between old world Cuban and modern tobacco pioneers who have sought out and found La Condesinos Perfectos, whatever that means, to continue the rich traditional flavor. I think, what did I pay for this? I can't see. I don't see the total. That's not a price. I think that's just a number. That probably was part of this. Here, had 40 cigars in there. These I may try to find space in my room. I want to start clearing off my bookshelves. And so now what I want to do, Becky is holding a swap. I'll come out and look at chat here. Becky is holding a swap similar to what I showed you when I opened Rebecca's envelope. Here, Becky is holding a swap of, that's not the envelope, of 2x6 fabric. So, Aunt Beck's Creations, you want to get in touch with Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations. The swap closes Monday. Let's see who's in here. Got 17 of you in here. Let's get my refresh message here. Chat filter all messages. Hi 2.0. Good to see you. Hi Mina. Welcome in. Elise had to leave. She says, have a nice weekend, everyone. Thanks for coming in, Elise. She's probably gone, but I like it when you guys pop in and say hello, even if you can't stay. I understand. There's Mina. Hi, Vanessa. She says, John Doan's awesome with her kids. Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny does awesome with her kids. Yeah, I used to buy them all the time, but I kind of got away from it, and I'm buying from 3 people now. I buy from Debbie Epps. I didn't pin Debbie's. I'll get up there and pin her sale information. I thought I pinned it. Debbie Epps. Let's do that now. So it's not so far up there. She's selling tomorrow, Saturday at... Let me unpin. Well, I don't see it. I thought I pinned it. Let's repin it. Message unpinned. Undo. Let's repin that. I don't see it. I didn't see it up there. Oh, Becky's in here. I saw you, Becky. Debbie Epps. Let me pin this again. She sells Saturday at 2:30 p.m., April 18th. I guess well, this still says unpinned message. Something's message unpinned. Well, let's go out. Let's get completely out of chat. And come back in. Something's going on with it. Skip the ad. Come into chat. Let's go clear up there. Karen K. Dee Dee. Welcome in. Elise was in here. Call me Glitter. Debbie Epps says hi. Meri is turning into Madonna. Well, you know, I thought I got all these things that I don't wear much, and I thought I need to use them. And the gloves, I don't think I'll wear them around. I need to make a pair of garden gloves. Yes, tomorrow. Let me pin this again, see if it's still pin message. Message pinned. But I don't see it up there. Do you guys see the message? It said it pinned it. I don't see it pinned. Do you guys see it? It said it pinned it, but I don't see it pinned up here. You see it? Oh, good. Hi, Lisbeth. Oh, I miss you. Welcome in. Saturday at 2 p.m., April 18th. You see it. I do not see it on my phone here for some reason. Well, I'm glad it's there. If you guys can see it, that's all that's in there. Elise says, have a nice weekend. Johnny does awesome work. Don't forget to hit the thumbs. Thank you, Vanessa. Angel Rose says, I love Junk Journal Shop products. She does a pretty good job. Hi, Linda Touche. Welcome in, Linda. Welcome in. Crafty Angels. Vanessa came in. Debbie's here. Debbie Epps. She's selling tomorrow. 2.0. Spider 2.0. Dee Dee's laughing. I don't know what that was, but me, I'm keeping it anyway. Hi, Di, the Messy Palette in Australia. Welcome in, welcome in. Debbie says, we've moved so many times that is called and purged. Lots of random clutter. I know. I can't get rid of my random clutter. I can't. Oh, you know, but I do get, I'm taking a carload of books. Well, they are not all mine. I'm taking a carload of books to the Goodwill the next time I go. I thought I saw Becky in here. Did I see Becky? Mina, Elise. I thought I saw Becky pop in. Maybe I was just seeing things. I don't see her now. I probably have another box of stuff, Mary. I probably do, because I don't see everything that I had out on my shelf. I know I do, because I had things hanging up on my camera stand. Yeah, I probably do, Dee Dee. Debbie says, I'm glad they... Hi, Debbie. I love the package of dyed papers. Thank you. Lisbeth is talking to Debbie, and Debbie says, I'm glad that they arrived. Nessie Palette, Di is over in Australia. Lisbeth says hello to everybody. It's a beautiful evening here in California. Oh, my goodness, they've been having tornadoes. This is one day I'm thankful I'm not in Wisconsin. Iowa and Wisconsin... I think there were 12 tornado warnings when I was watching Ryan Hall this afternoon. All over the place. Not Madison, they hadn't, but they hit north of it, were storm warnings. The warnings, I don't know how many hit. But boy, those clouds looked ugly. Made me glad I wasn't up that way, but I'll tell you, I knew a lot of places in those towns up that way. Lisbeth says hello. Mina came in. She says moderate. Mine by Elise. Have a nice weekend, everyone, Elise says. Here's where Vanessa says Johnny does a good job. This is where Vanessa came in. Spider 2.0. I think I'm caught up with. Messy Palette says, I have a just because box and far too many drawers of random crap labeled. But you know, that's what inspires us. I've got to turn that fan toward me. Oh, that feels so much better. It gets hot in here. He hasn't turned the furnace off. But that's kind of a good thing, because we're going to have a chilly weekend. A chilly weekend. Lisbeth said, if full silver and not silver plate, they are worth some money. Money for crafting. I don't know if they're full silver or not. I think I bought them at that antique mall. I'm not sure where I got them. I was thinking I got them at that antique mall that on my birthday up in Hastings. On my birthdays, I have done several live streams from that antique mall. I don't know if they're full silver. They're probably silver plated. I would think they're full silver plated. I don't even know if they're silver, but they look old enough that they could be pewter. I think I caught up with chat. I think I said hello. Oh, there's Becky. She says, I may not last too long. I turn into a pumpkin at 9 p.m. Becky the pumpkin. That's okay, Miss Becky. I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her since, so she's probably Cinderella in the pumpkin carriage. And her cats are carrying it. I think I said hello. Call me Glitter, Elise, and if you see Arlene around, maybe even this weekend, say happy birthday to her. I wanted to say Becky has a swap going. It closes Monday. And I thought that was what I'd do next. I got a box of... I got another box, Dee Dee. This is fabrics. And I thought I'd pull some. I don't know how many people are in the swap, but if I start getting ready now, I can, let's see what I have. This is black lace. I don't know. I think she wants fabric. I've got some purple and yellow. You probably don't want to. I thought this elephant would. I've been having this. I thought this would be fun to make some strips out of. So let's pull this. You send one to, I think you send one, but some yellow. This is a sheet. I got these from, they've all been washed. I got these from Rebecca. I washed everything. So they're all clean. This is just a bling. These are just little pieces here. I want to give you some figured. Here's some. This is pretty. I might do some strips of that. So I'm going to definitely send the elephant and this. And this is floral. I don't know if I'll send that or not. I was after blue. Don't have a lot of plain blue. This is kind of pretty. It's kind of a coral. It's got little flowers on it. I'm going to put it with that. This is plain. I'll probably strip some of this down. This is like an upholstery type, but it's all embroidered, and I've got quite a bit of it. And this is denim. I don't know about that. Lace. This was a Rebecca haul, I think. This is a applique, a bow, and some ribbon, some silky, some more lace. I think she sent, I had a bundle of lace here. I should do something with all of this. But I'll be looking for more. I'm hesitating to send just plain colors, but I like the plain colors for my, here, we'll send some old world map. I like the plain colors for my slow stitching. And this is, I won't send that, it's a net type thing. What else do I have in here? This is some of Rebecca's work. Some blue and some tulle. I'm looking for. This is a Rebecca Angel tassel. And I'm debating on this. It is pretty. I think I'll keep that one out. Are you guys, are you seeing it? This is so common. I want to send something that's, want to send cool stuff. And plain they can always get. Here's a pretty doily. Plain they can always get. So another little doily end. So, and I'll be going through more of my stash depending on how many people are in the swap. You have to get in touch with Becky at Aunt Beck's Creations. I know her swap. And what you do is you send, I think it's just one piece of, to get, like if there's 5 people in the swap, you send a piece of fabric to each person and you make sure that it's folded up in paper. Like what I showed. This is pretty. These, I've got some little things that probably came in a bundle. I'm going to put all these back. You know, things like this are so common. I want to send her some cool stuff. Send people cool stuff. This is pretty. Sunshine. Sunshine on my shoulder. I was buying yellows from her one week. Got all these yellows and purples. Purple. and this is black lace. I think I'm gonna stick to the fabric. So what I pulled, I'll show you. What I pulled, let me get this box out of the way. I didn't even think about Madonna wearing gloves. I wanted a pair of gloves. I thought, well, I watched a video, I showed the link. And when I get them done, I'll show the link again. Let me get these boxes. Let me put them out of my way. So I have one more thing I want to show you, then we'll do some stuff. Hold on a minute. I have to move my boxes. I gotta shuffle the box shuffle. That one with all the desk pretties are. It's heavy. It is heavy. And I got the music box out and the cigar boxes. And let me get these stacked up because I don't know if I have room for them all in here. All right. What I want to show you, I gotta get over here. I want to show you what I'm working on here with my slow stitch. And I probably won't do any slow stitch. I might take a couple stitches in on what I'm going to show you here. This is my, well, let's move this. These are pieces I'm going to tear into strips. And I have some more. I'll have to decide which ones I actually want to send. Hold on. I don't want to lose these cards. I've got my hands full. Stack of fabric in one hand. This is my slow stitch progress. And that's all this is. It's show and tell time. And I'm going to keep this fabric out for Becky's swap. Take a breath, Meri. I'm 3 feet away. Oh, my notepad went away. Mina says, I'm afraid I won't last long either. You had a ring made from one of your Lisbeth says, I had a ring made from one of my grandmother's silver spoons. It has beautiful etched flowers on it. Wow. Hi, Deb. Art Zoology. Welcome. Oh, she says, just popped in. Bye, all. Oh, no. Oh, hello. If you're still out here, Art Zoology, welcome in. It's good to see you. I love it when you guys pop in and say hello. Becky said she may not last long, but she was or still is in here, question mark. I don't know. Patty Crane. Hi, Patty. She says hello to everyone. Welcome in, Patty. Carol's here. Hi, Carol. Welcome in. Art Zoology says, hi, Meri and all, but I think she left. Oh, I get all involved in what I'm doing. So you guys see the pinned message from Debbie Epps? Elise was here. She left. She says, have a nice weekend. All right, I think I'm caught up with chat. My most recent slow stitch, I am not caught up with her. I've been so busy. I'm working on the envelope. Let's see, E, I've done earth. F was feather. I have that to do. And I'm working on found objects. I'm just about done. I wanted to see what I had in there. Let me put this back on. Let me take that. I'll show you my found objects. And I have so many little things around here that what I think I'm going to do is do more than one found object and actually make another scroll by itself. And I found this old terry cloth, and it's doubled. It's an old, I think it's an old washcloth or an old dishcloth. But it's about the size of those smaller spools. And if I cut it, I think this was a dishcloth. If I cut it here, I'm going to stitch found objects on here. And I have to work on feather yet, but this is my found objects. And then, see, it was grid, and I didn't see what the other G was. Grid. I don't know what the other G is. H, I think she's going to do hexagon, or has done. I'm not caught up with her because I more than doubled my found objects piece. But I need to work on, the reason I don't have it on here is because I have to do my envelope one. And I think I left my envelope one out in the other room. And this is just thread and stuff. But what I wanted to show you was my big found. See, I put a Tim Holtz photograph, part of I think that was part of an earring or a necklace. It's got a little metal ring up there. This was a padded butterfly I did. This is a clock, and I put a star charm in the center of it. This was a button, and this was a cluster. I think I don't know if I put this, I must have put it together, because this is a clock button, piece of lace. I stitched a piece of paper on there. And in here, what's holding me up here, I'm going to put found objects down here. And then I have something else that I wanted to do down here. I don't know what it was. Just a piece of fabric. This is a fringe. I might put fringe in there. This was a shamrock that I made. This was just a piece of washi tape that I put on there. A circle with stuff on it. I forget what I was going to put in there. I don't know what I was putting in there. But this will go on this scroll, and this is my scroll. Now I'm going to undo it, starting with A. Let me pull the pin out. Well, maybe I'm pulling the wrong way. It goes like this. And this is A. It's A to Z of stitchery. And I found this piece. When I had it, it had some kind of netting ribbon on it. But I put a capital A. I'm kind of making mine sampler style. I put the capital A there. And when K3N does hers, she puts her capital A, and the word was applique. It's right here, stitched on there. She puts this one on a scroll, but the next week she does the small A, and she puts it in a journal. But I'm putting all of mine, and I'll probably run out of space on my scroll. I'll have to find another scroll. I'll have to have a volume 1 and a volume 2, because I'm going A, A, B, B. So that's the small A. Then the B was her, and I'm going to put a band in here. I've stitched a piece of fabric, because this is kind of weak in here. It's 2 real light pieces. But this was her organic blanket stitch. I love that stitch. And then the other B was boutique and basque and back stitch. There's the boutique. This is the boutique stitch, and then it's a padded stitch. And the stitch around it is the basque stitch. And I just put that piece of tatting that I did because she likes circles. And this was the Jane Burns stitch up here. It's kind of a twisted piece. C was couching. That was pretty easy to do. And she did code. And she did the Morse code in, I don't know if she used this, I don't know what word she used. I used my life word, which is triumphant. And then I did dots and dashes for the Morse code. The little C was cut work and cotton, and she corduroy. She had a whole bunch of different C fabrics. I have crochet, cotton, and cut work. I think those are the only 3 I have. D was drawn thread, and I used a piece of real open weave, and I pulled from both directions, and it made these little boxes. The small D was disappearing 4-patch. Disappearing 4-patch, but I have some drawn work in there too. And this is the last one that I actually finished, was E, and I think she's on H now, so I need to get busy. I've been busy in the garden. And Earth, she did a hexagon and represented the different, not a hexagon, angled pieces coming into the circle. That I think she did 7 of them to represent the continents. But I just took a piece of that matte fabric. I did some eyelet stitches. I did just a blanket stitch around the, and then this was I think she called it an ermine stitch up here. And then I stitched the word earth. Now on here needs to be feather. She did a really unique way of doing her feather. I'm going to get that done. But I also need to do my envelope. So I have envelope and feather to do, and then found objects. G was grid, and I don't know what the small G was. And I think she's on H for hexagon this week, which is Friday already. Let me roll this up. I'm going off to the side here. It's really fun to do this, and at the end of the year, when you have all this done, you see all this stitching, and yeah. And I'm going to cover the front and the back of this. I might even cover the inside. I'm not sure how I'm going to approach that. I need to get busy though, and this is the backstory. I didn't show you all the backstory, but it's similar to that. And I'm leaving my backstory uncovered because even though it looks kind of messy, it's really pretty in its own way. And I'm still working on found object. What I need is embroidery the words on it. And this is not wound tight, but it'll be okay for now. But this is my found object strip here. And I can use this picture. Whoops, I didn't want to press too hard on that. I can use this picture because it kind of will, fall in the, I'll be lucky if I get to M, H-I-J-K-L-M, and if I put this big found object, of course this is not wound tight. See, I'm filling that pretty fast. I'm going to put another pin. Penelope, I'm going to have to get my pins out. I'm using them all here. All right. But this, I'm going to do more found object on this, and I'm going to make a separate scroll. It's all going to be found object. But I wanted to show you what I was working on. So there's my slow stitch progress. I'm kind of behind. I'm behind in my tatting. For tatting, I'm so happy that I finally have learned to flip my stitch. I finally learned to flip the stitch. So now what I want to do is one, if I can find it here. What did I do with it? Did I put it above? Let me stand. Yeah, I want to do some gluing of scraps in my, and I might work on my gloves. But I wanted to, I may not, I want to do a Kyla Gibham. Maybe we'll just do 5 cards to start with, a prompt game. But what I want to do here is, this is my paste-to-page journal. And let me take this off. I painted my desk this morning because I spilled my paint. And this is a bead mat. And you can wash these. This one's gotten dirty again. Because but it's but it pulls apart, and I'm going to put it up here, way up here. Maybe it won't get so dirty. And put that over it. And what I want to do is put some more papers in this journal. What I decided to do in here, Dee Dee Willingham inspired this journal, because I was watching her one time and she was just pasting scraps in a journal, and I go, oh, what a good idea. I might have to take these out and rebind them, because I tend to work big and fat. I don't like my journals to feather out too much. And I keep this paper in there because I need it. And I could also put these papers in there. So, what I decided, see, I had used these before. I had torn papers out, so this is not a full journal. But this is, what you see in the background here is scrap, and this is scrap pattern. And I drew this, and this morning I painted around here, and it says, take adventure to new heights. But what I'm going to do on all these other pages is do a drawing. It may be of an animal. I don't know what it'll be. It'll be a drawing that I do. And I'm going to do the same thing on these other pages. And you can see kind of where I've been working in this. And then these are full. I'm going to journal on these. And I'm going to leave them. I'm going to leave them. I might do something else with this. But I can't see getting a drawing on here unless I make a little one. So I'm ready for this page. And what I actually wanted to do, I have this bag, that hello bag from Jacqueline, but I found this out in the chair and I don't know what's in it. So I thought I would explore that bag tonight. What time is it? It's already 8:42. I leave at 10, so if I do a swap, I mean not a swap, I got swap on the brain. If I do I might just pull 2 or 3 prompt cards, make it a small prompt game. I want to see what's in here. It looks like I was saving, what was I saving here? Eraser. We'll have to open that up. I want to see what kind of scraps I have in here, if there are things I could use. Oh, these go in my, I'm going to save these out. These go in my journal. These are patterns. These go in my Society by Dip Collector. Is this a pattern too? What is, no, that's a photo. These are some photos. This is just a cardboard. See this, this stuff I can be put in this paste-to-page. It's just scrap. That's a sticker sheet. These are embellishments. I might save those for something else. Library, print, post office, go to someplace. box to hold. Go to hold, work box to hold blank. Clear shoe polish. This is a list. Pearl, mica pearl. Amazon. I was going to get these on Amazon. Clear shoe polish? Maybe I meant fingernail polish. We'll save that out. We'll save some of these scraps out to put in my journal. That's just a cardboard. Tags. Oh, scrappy scraps here. Some fussy cuts. They're all falling. Works to cut apart and use. Oh, word stuff. This came from, I think this came from Nancy Gill. I think I have more of those. I'm just kind of sorting through this to see what, these were fussy cuts. I don't want to, I'll come back to those another time. I could open that Yarn Bee label up and put it on there. It's like a little round tag. Papers. Some sandpaper. I'm going to keep that out. Go through this kind of fast, see what I have. I might use these. I was doing a black and white. I'll keep that out. Some postage stamps. See, why I keep all this stuff? I think somebody sent me, I want to say Esther or Judy Patton. Somebody sent me a whole bunch of things to color. And this is an envelope of patterns that need to go with these. I'm going to put these in my Society of Idea collector. Keep that out. And, oh my goodness, Meri. I'm not going to fool around with the little stuff right now. I want big scrappy scraps. But if I can use them, why did I save this? It appealed to me. I think I'll keep that out. Here's a scrappy scrap that I can use. It's got writing on it. That's a coffee filter. Now, a lot of this will get painted over. Why is I'm not using my, it'll either get drawn over or painted over. So I'm using stuff that I can put in the board on the sides mostly. I got a lot of little pieces in here. I'm not after right now. Here's a piece of just black. Distress piece. Watercolor pencils. There's black. I'll keep that out. This is pretty cool. I might use that. At some point, I will accomplish this list. This is pretty. I'll use that. At some point, I will accomplish this list of scrappy scraps. The dent one. Some wallpaper, combo marker, season greeting card. Looks like I got a postcard in here. An old postcard. French. Get these from Miss Rebecca. And here's my owl and cat. No, these are my cats. I might keep that out. All right. Oh, but look, I've got all that. I'm not going to go through the rest of this. I'm going to use what I pulled or used from it. Let's put all this back. If I can, put a handful in there. Kind of get it in a stack and see if I can't just put it in here. And I'm going to put these as markers in here, these bookmarks, so I know where I stopped. Maybe that cardboard. And that's where I stopped sorting. Let's see what was in here. Those were pictures, and I didn't open that bag. So I've got plenty to use. I saved this extra sticker paper because it's sticker paper. I can't put it back through my computer, but... And you guys, I cannot decide what computer. I need to order it pretty soon, but I can't decide which one. I don't know whether I want to get an HP or another Epson. I was all set to get the HP, and then I read some negative reports on it, and now I'm hesitating. But I'll tell you, I don't think I had any better luck with the Epson than what these negative reports on the HP were complaining about. It would say, never again am I going to get an HP. But I bet you if I researched some of the Epsons, that I would find similar negative reports. And you just never know quite what to believe. I'm trying to get all these little things back in my bag here. I need to collage them all down. All right, let's kind of look at this because I'm curious. So it's not an eraser, it's a cover of an eraser. I think this was just desk scatter that I threw in this baggie. Let's see if there's anything in here that... There's a needle threader. Little stuff. Here's my little Christmas tree stamp. I wish I could find my bunny stamp. There's some postage stamps. I think these are like extras postage. Little. I don't want to fool with the little stuff. This is all little in there. Let's see what this is. These I think are just bags. Are these just, that's just a bag. These are little glassine envelopes. I don't want to use them in this journal. Probably got them at. And these are some of my cards that did not get finished. I was making hello cards at one time. That's what those are. And this is a set of bling. Little stuff. I'll put that with my other stamps. So, what time is it now? It's almost 9. I've only got an hour, but I did want to do this. It's kind of a show and tell night. Kind of a show and tell. I'm going to glue some of these down. I'm going to keep these in this book. Hold on, let me close this up. So let's just work on this page. Let me put, oh, I didn't get all my little stuff in there. Well, those were stamps. I want to keep those up. Find out from the post office how much those are worth. I guess I'll just use the little stuff. There's some stamps. We can put them on extra. And this is a clothing tag. All right, let's see what I want to put in. Do I want to put my cats in here? I'll come back to that. We could do the admit one. But see, I want to leave border. What I should probably do is take a piece, maybe this, and paint. I'm not going to paint tonight, but I think what I'm going to do is make a template. This is stronger. Let's make a template out of this. And I'm gonna wing it. I'm not gonna measure. Get my ruler. I don't know if this will tear. Maybe I'll do it on this flat side. Because if I'm gonna paint it, I don't want to, I'll keep it blank. What I want to do is have borders like this on all the pages. Not exactly like this, but similar to this. I like how that flips there. So, let's see. I'm not even gonna, it looks about like a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. We'll just tear right here. Please forgive my hands. I got all painty this morning. I don't think I got it all out of my fingernails yet. What I'm doing is making a template to use in this book. Let's put it like this. And I've got to turn my book around. And maybe like, that's white. I won't get the prompt game done tonight. Maybe we'll do that Sunday night with Kyla Gibbhand's prompts. Things like wild card, add numbers to your art, add a tip in, add tissue paper, use your favorite rubber stamp. We'll do that. We'll do a Kyla Gibbhand prompt game. That set was gifted to me. I don't remember who, but I know it was gifted to me. Somebody gifted that set of prompt cards to me. She did 2 or 3. She might still be online. Look, that went in the, these are needles, tatting needles. I need to keep those out. Maybe right about here. Let's see, yeah, about 1.5. So what I want to do, and I'll just do it on a couple, is just put this down and get my rulers out of the way and find a, this should have gone in the scrap bag. I'm looking for a marker. Oh, geez. Scrap bag. These are my short stuff, my gloves, fabric that I was working on this morning. There's a scrap that I can use. This is the paper. I'm looking for a pen. Well, actually, let's use this pencil. Well, not that one. We'll use this one. Let me get this fabric off my lap. Put it behind me. All right, let me pull this up a little so you guys can see. All right. And all I'm going to do is use this as a quick template Where did my pencil go? Did it roll off? Oh dear. Well, I have another one. And all I want to do is kind of center it on here. And, you know, I should paint around the edges so I can see it. I can't see white on white. Let me do this. Black. Let's do black around the edge here. So, not that one. Okay. Let me find something I can color with. This gray. Don't want to lose that cap. Blue. Oh, it's dry. Is the other one dry? I had it on there. Did it dry out on me? This one is. I just want to see the edge of this so that when I go to draw the around it, I know where I'm going. Oh, I marked on everything but the paper. That's because I can't see. There, that's good. And as I work in this book, I'll keep them all the center, all this size. All right, that's on there good. That's on there good. That's a scrap. Here's my pencil. Let's get this stuff out of the way. And I don't know, I feel like my camera's in the wrong spot. Okay, I'm just going to kind of draw with a lead pencil here. And this will all get painted and covered up, so the marks aren't going to be a bad thing. It just helps me know where to put my scraps on these pages. And I'll do 2. So I know that I want to put my scraps kind of in here. This may not be perfectly even, but I'm not going for that. This is not a masterpiece journal. This is me using up my scraps. And I thought, what a great idea from Dee Dee. Maybe put that up a little and over a little. I'm just kind of holding on to it. I'm not trying to glue it down. And we'll just do 2. And if I need more, I'll do more. Now some scraps may go beyond, but let's put this on the next page. Like that. Put my pencil in there. In the basket. Now, let's put some scraps on here. And let's see. Let's tear. So we can do something like this. Let's put the green one on first. And I am just using a glue stick to put these on with. And I'll probably, as I work on them, need to glue things down. And I'm just gonna, I kind of want to do a prompt game tonight, but you never have enough time to do everything you wanted to do. I wanted to show you my treasures. My treasure box. Alright, I'm just going to kind of put it like this. I like things that, I don't like things nice and even and geometric. I like them scrunched up. And now see, I'm going over the lines here, but that's okay. I just want to, and I actually think I'll tear a little more of this off. And put it like that. I kind of like it like that. I kind of like it like this too. And so this is kind of, it's kind of, I'm going to work, well, I need my magazine out. Hold on, let me finish this. I need my glue magazine. Let's put it down here. Like that. Oops, over a little, Meri. Yeah, that works. No. There. And the wrinkles don't bother me. Let's glue this down better. Okay, let me get my... It's hard to glue when you're gluing in the air. Let me get my glue magazine out. I'm only going until 10. I'm only going until 10. So, let's see. I had green on that side. Let's see what I want on this side. I have some black. Looks like a lady in a lamp. You can hardly see her. I might save that for another page. Let's see what I pulled here. Something to contrast with the, here's another green. And I think I'll put it down here and put this one here so it'll look like that. I like that. So let's glue the back of this. And these are just scraps of different papers that I've had around. Sometimes I have the dyed papers in here, but not very often. If I have dyed papers, it'll be from little scrappy pieces from a project. Let's see, I think I'm going to offset that. And then we're going to take this one and put it in here. And I think I'm going to tear it here, maybe angle it a little. Angle. Like that. Maybe tear a little more of this off. Like that. Maybe like that. Bring this down. Bring that up a little. And tear a little more of this off. There, I kind of like that. My glue stick rolls away on me. And I've got these scraps. You get scraps from your scraps from your scraps. Did Laura pop in? Hi, Jersey. Let's see, who have I missed? Laura, Lala, hi Lala, welcome in. Debbie says Saturday at 2 p.m. I'm way up at, I'm at the bottom, yeah. Debbie Epps is selling tomorrow. She does have a pre-sale video out on her channel. You might want to take a look at it. I was gone all day yesterday, and I didn't get to look at it today, but I'm kind of on a online spending freeze this month. But you guys, I'll tell those sellers I'll be back. I'll be back. There, I kind of like that. So they kind of meant to, you know, show, they kind of match each other. And let's see, do I have, let's put it that way. And I need to tip my camera this way. Did that help a little? That was too much, but I can move this down a little. There. Okay. I am going to draw fast, just get a placement here with my pencil. And I'm going to draw sketches to put in here. I think that's what I'm going to do in this journal. Now, I might start another one, because I've got plenty of scraps that I might do something else in after I'm done with this. I'm going to finish this one. Move that up a little. I've got plenty of scraps. I got to go upstairs. I have books upstairs that I want to take apart. I want to start taking apart. I have magazines that I need to deconstruct, and I have a lot to do. I have a garden to work in. Lisbeth says, hi, Meri and gang. Lisbeth, it's not Lisbeth. Hi, Lisbeth. Welcome in. Lala says, please remember to thumbs up, comment, and when the live stream is over. Thank you. Thank you, Lala. It's good to see you. Debbie Epps is selling tomorrow. If you don't see, usually I see the pinned message. I don't see the pinned message for some reason, but some of you others said you had seen it. Let's see, let's use some of this. This is dyed paper. This is scrap from Debbie Epps, I'm pretty sure, because she dyes on these book pages. Now, do I want to, I kind of like this one like that, but we could take a, boy, that, I don't know, I might do this over here. Maybe over on this side. I kind of like the straight edge because I like the rough there, but it'll probably get covered up anyway. Let's see, I want some little pieces, smaller. Maybe I'll abandon that and go to this black and white. I was going to do a black and white. I don't know what's in here. Black and white scraps. Let's glue them down. Did I get them all? Let's glue these down, just randomly. Of course, I never do anything random. I have to say, how does this fit? How does this fit? I want a narrow piece in there. What's this? A narrow piece. How about those three with something up in the corner? The thing of it is, if I put too much on here, my drawing will cover it up. So I'm going to kind of be conscious of that when I figure out where I want to put stuff. I want a little piece. Don't I have a little piece? We could put it like that. But how about more like that? And like that. this. And then I'll put my drawing in there. I might come in with some grays or walnut ink or something in the background in there. But let's go ahead and put those pieces down. And I could turn it over and use the dark too if I wanted. And I'm just using glue stick to put this in, and I'll probably have to go in and redo. Let's see, how did I have it? This way? I had it, no, I had it like this, I think. No, I didn't. I forgot how I had it. Well, let's put it like this. I'll put it right in there. Like that. And then we'll leave the center blank because I'll be putting my drawing over it. That's staying down there. Alright, let's do this one. That's on there with static or something. Alright. What time is it? I'm watching my time. It's 9:15. Lightstar says, are you going to be up all night? No, I'm leaving at 10 Central. Lightstar. Because I don't do all-nighters a whole lot anymore. I do them occasionally. I have a lot of stuff I want to do, but I'm gonna leave at 10. That's my normal quitting time. Let's see. I think I put it like this. But let's just leave a little white space down here. And then I think I'll put walnut ink, and then it'll have a border. Looks like this is folded over on itself, is it? No, it's just soaked through there. I don't know what kind of paper this is. It's a form of tissue paper, I think. I think I got it from somebody like Shannon Green. Does a lot of stencil work. All right, let's see what I want to do on the opposite side. More little pieces, which are good because I can kind of let's put them off of the maybe like that. Let's do it like that. Something like that. This folds over. This is folded over here. Yeah, my regular hours on Friday nights is from 7:30 to 10. And I like to kind of honor that. Juju and Ginger Cat, Pam Ginger Cat and Juju come on later. And I kind of like to honor their time. I could go for a long time, but I am kind of tired tonight. Well, I didn't do much this afternoon. I slept after my stream this morning. I fell asleep. I fell asleep because I get up at 3:30 in the morning. I think I had this going this way, but I think I'll put it up at the top because it fits. And then we'll kind of leave the center for, probably come in with, like I said, walnut ink or something on these. So that knowing that I'm going to put something influences where I put these scraps. Knowing now that I'm going to use drawings on them. Kind of makes an influences my decision-making process. Okay, that's enough of that. I had that wrapped up in wax paper. I'm just gonna kind of... I was gonna do a black and white page. I think it was gonna be a mosaic page, kind of. I don't remember. Let's fold them this way, maybe. Keep track of them. All right, I think I have time to flip to another because I'm not gonna do the prompt game. It's... Oh, I thought I put that pattern piece in there. I put it way at the back. Let's do one of these. And I don't, I'm not being too careful with my pencil marks here because it'll get painted and it'll get covered up. And even if it shows, it doesn't hurt. I could have things going over the edge, but like on this, you can't even tell. But yeah. And I might spend some time in one of my streams just painting the edges. But I don't really want to paint the edges until I've done the inner work. Because then I'll just have to go and redo it. All right, let's see. Let's put this on the bottom of things. What do I have here? I have this simplicity. Now, I think what I'll do is split this and make this smaller. And split it in half. But I'd like for the dresses and things to show. So if I do a picture, it would have to be maybe an oval in there. See, I'm already planning. See, here I got words. English, French, and Spanish. Front, devant. Spanish is F-R-E-N-T-E. Back is dos, D-O-S, or I'm probably mispronouncing it. I kind of like that. Let's tear this out. As much as I like it long, I'm just going to do a corner piece up in here, up in there, and I could put this backwards. No, let's put this one over here. Let's save those, and let's do some scrappies like this. like that. And do I have some more scraps? I do. Put that right side up. And I feel like I put more stuff on here. Let's see what I have. That's a tissue paper. Oh, I got those black and white ones. Here's some scraps. This is kind of cool. Let's do that. I'm going to leave the center blank because, and I might put some pattern paper over this. I've got some tissue paper. I might put pattern paper on there. I don't want to get it out tonight to kind of fill in the center, but I'll be putting a picture over. I'm going to come back to this later. Let's start with this one, whatever I did with my glue stick. Let's see, let's put this one down first. The main thing is just to get it down there, and then if it doesn't, you know, if it needs, my fingers stick to it. If it needs to be stuck down better later on, I can, but I'll get the composition down in here first. Let's put that right in there. Like that, and then put this one over there. See, I feel like I need something in there. I do have some pattern paper out. No? No. It's in the, I don't want to dig it out. Let's finish what I'm doing here. I'll probably stop with these 2 pages. I get tired of doing the same type of thing. Look how sticky that is. I get tired of doing the same type of thing too much. It's repetitious and kind of bores me. All right, that's down, that's down. Let's leave a space in there for fun. No, let's not, because I want the center. Let's move it up a little. I got a lot of scraps. I thought I was going to empty that envelope, and it feels like I'm filling it up instead of emptying it. All right, let's put this one up a little. And let's angle it. Not too much. I actually don't want to cover up the dress. Let's go back down here. I have to say, this glue stick is sticky. It's Pen Plus Gear from Walmart. And I have this little piece of tissue scrap. Let's use it. Probably tear it. I did. Stuck on my finger. It sticks on my finger, but it won't stick to the page. I don't think I got glue on it, it tore. go. Feel like I need something in there. What do I have? A scrappy scrap. That'll go on this other page. Let's grab one of those black, if I can find them here. Well, let's put one of these black ones on here. Maybe like that. I kind of like that. Oh, it folded over. Let's do it like this. I hate to cover up too much in there because I'm going to be putting something over that. Now, let's do the other side. What I have here is really kind of cool. It won't match this, but I have this kind of a cool border. I'm gonna cut. And when I get to doing this stuff, you guys, I'm in my zone. So if you're saying something to me, wait till I come out. It's 9:30. I'm going to finish up this page and clean my mess out, clean my mess up, and then I'll come out and chat a little bit, and then I'll probably call it a night. There's so much I want to do. So many scraps, so little time. So many scraps, so little time. Now I almost feel like splitting this in half and put half on each side of the page. And it only goes up to here. But that's okay. We'll kind of fold it here. Up a little higher. Right about there. And we can use that for something else. And I think what I'm going to do is fold it in half and put one on each side. Yeah. Let's see if I can fold it in half. Not perfect, but it'll do. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I think I'll tear it. If I can get to my rulers. So cool. You tore it in half. I think this one goes over here. It's got the little men there. It's got a bud. There's a little person there. A little person there. I kind of like that. All right, let's glue down. So tomorrow's Saturday. You got any big plans? It's going to be cold here. I'm staying inside. I might try to do some slow stitch, maybe some tatting. I need to get caught up on my tatting my slow stitch world. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. Yeah, it's very sticky. That glue stick is very sticky. Now, across the border, maybe just something in there. I have another one from Debbie Epps. It kind of matches the grays. Ooh, I like this. And it goes to there. So let's tear that little border off. If I might have to cut it. Let's put it this way. Cool wicking on the edge here. In here. I'm pretty sure this came from Debbie. I'm not positive, but it looks like her work. And I'm going to put it right in. Well, actually, these are up a little high, so I need to go right in there. These are a little bit too high. They'll get painted over when I paint my border. I'll paint those out. The little pieces sticking out. And then this one will come down here. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So actually what I'm doing, I'm actually just kind of framing this out. But I do think that I am going to put pattern paper in there, or maybe a napkin. I'll have to see what I have for napkins. Because I don't like it just a white center. So these pages are not finished as far as the background goes, the scraps go. No, I like it better this way. Alrighty, I'm liking that. Let me start putting some of this stuff away. This is a kind of a thick paper. It's kind of like a cardstock, almost watercolor paper. And these are the scrappy scraps. Let's see, I can throw those away. And keep little pieces like this. My ruler. Isn't this stuff just yummy? Look at this. This is yummy. I'll use that on another page. I like it with that. No, don't throw away your yummy. Don't throw away the yummies. Let's put the glue stick away. It's nice and sticky tonight. I see a pin here I'm putting away. I don't want to. Is that eraser? Alrighty. What's this? This is that girl. She's holding a lantern. She's really dark. And these can be tossed. This is my cats that I was playing with, that ink pads that I made. That goes in there. These can go in there. These get tossed. Scissors. All right. My ruler's off to the side. Put my pencil away. Put my glue magazine back where I can find it, back where I know where it's at. Oh, I got glue on my fingers now. It's a ruler. Alrighty. I think I will put this back in the plastic bag, but I have it all in one grouping. But I just need to keep it organized. Keep it where I can find it again. Project bag. What do you put in your project bag, Meri? Scraps? Scraps? Put it right here at the front. Alright. So, what else was I going to do tonight? I think I went through everything. The only other thing I was going to do, and I won't do it, but I'll show this to you. Get my floor organized a little here. So I can walk out when I'm ready. I was going to cover this box tonight. What time is it? Oh, I don't have enough time to tackle that tonight. But I think I'm gonna put some of these pencils in here and keep it probably on this shelf over here, which is full of stuff. So let me just wrap up my world here. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Dee Dee has inspired me. This is the Percy. I want to do a lot more drawings. Maybe I'll do them. And that did not take me long to do that. I don't like his lips. If I could go back, I like his eyes. I kind of like his curly hair. But I don't like his lips. But if I look at them close, if I don't look at them close, they're okay. But I kind of like to flip through this. And what I should do now, let's paint this, has glued these papers together. I don't know if I can get them apart. I don't know if I want to work with that right now. Have to be careful with that. But what I should do is take this template, wherever I did with it, and go in and draw. So I might do, I'm not going to do it tonight, but I'll do that. I just like looking at these. Yeah. Some of them are glued together. These are, I'm not going to fight it tonight. If I can get them, I will there. It's just kind of fun to look at the scraps presented. It's scraps presented as art. It's kind of fun just to go back and look at what I did. This one, I guess I can still get a border around it. I might do different types of drawings. I'm going to do some animals, dogs and cats, and I don't know what all. I love this page. I just love to flip through it. It's kind of fun to see scraps being used. A mysterious force. Then we get into the magazine images. Unreal. I could not cut these up. I couldn't cut them up. I get it's beautiful photography. And these jars, yeah, I'm going to journal on these. It's a good way to use up your scraps. D.D. Willingham inspired. I think I did this one not so long ago. Was it yesterday morning that I did? This one I did tonight. And this one I did tonight. And these. So I have one. I've got a few left here. Not a whole lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, probably about 15 pages left. So I'm just leave it like this. I still have a 15 minutes. I'm not going to come out and chat yet. I'm going to finish cutting this glove. I surely can do this in 15 minutes. Now, Becky told me that I need to cut it. And I think I've got that other legging. I don't have it with me now, but I haven't cut the legging apart. It's the other leg of the leg. This is legging, a knit legging that was stretching out. And I think that I can put the pattern on and cut both pieces, but I'll have to, it'll be like putting my hand in the leg part, and it will be fine. But this one I'm going to cut too, and she told me I would be unhappy if I cut them separately. So I'm going to take her advice on it. I'd already started cutting this one by the time I read her advice. But when I do the other hand, because you have to cut 2 for each hand, let's go ahead and I cut this. Of course, all my pins fall. I cut this a little bit wider because I'm thinking of my hand here. I don't mind the width of my fingers. I think will fit in there. But the width of my hand, if I wouldn't have cut this wider, I think I would really have to stretch those pieces. And it might work, but I would rather cut off than not have enough. So when I cut this pattern, I cut it wider in here. And now when I get to this part, I don't know. There's not as much width here as there is in here. So I think that I can kind of angle this down. But let's cut I was cutting the fingers out this morning. Let's finish cutting this glove. And I did cut the lace one. I'm not sure whether to finish these or put them in my journal. I think they're going to be kind of hard to stitch. I might just take this and put it in my journal. This might be a nice for the scraps. Put my hand in there. We'll see. I think I could try to stitch it. I saved that thread out. I don't know what I did with it. It's over here someplace. That kind of matches this. So we'll see. I might fool around with it, but not now. All right, let me cut. I stopped this morning because I was getting too close to quitting time. Get that out of my way. And I'm going to kind of cut on the cutting line here because my fingers fit in there nice. So this one might be a little weird and wonky as this is my first one. And as I do more, for those of you that are in here tonight, I showed the website this morning. Let's see if I can find it again. I can't be that far away. Am I there? Let's go to my history. Whoops. Let's make sure the sound is down. I got an ad. History. Let's see if I can find her. I was watching Ryan Hall. Gloves. That's Meri. Whoops. That was from my morning chat. Does it have? Oh, let's do that. Here. DIY, sew your own custom gloves. Stephanie Farrell Focus. Let me grab this link and I'll put it in there. And this is, I'm doing what she did, or trying to do exactly what she did. She drew her hand. And she sewed hers on the machine. That's the only thing I'm not going to do. I'm going to hand stitch mine. I want to go back to my chat. Let me put this in chat. And I have this white because I was testing my emoji. I put for the members, I have a new pincushion doll emoji. She's kind of a trial. Let me put this in. Paste the link. So if you're interested in seeing the video that I used to, there is the link. And I'm trying to do what she did. And she showed several pair. She talked about the type of fabric to use. She talked about, what did she talk about? She showed how to cut it out, how to draw around the hands. And she said that you want stretchy fabric. It can stretch both ways, but if it only stretches one way, you want the fabric to pull across the palm of your hand. You don't want the stretchy this way. You want the stretch this way. If you only have one way stretch. This stretches both ways. See, I can pull it this way and I can pull it this way. But some fabric you can only pull one way. And let's say this is the width. Let's say this is the width of the fabric and there's length there. So I would want to cut, I would want the stretchy part to go across the palm of my hand. I wouldn't want it to go this way. But this stretches both ways, so you really don't need to worry about it. I'm trying to cut this, Meri. You keep interrupting yourself. You should have heard me this afternoon. I was talking to myself all afternoon. I was explaining to myself what I was doing. And then I started laughing and going, I'm talking to me, but am I listening? And then when she cuts here, she cut a little V out in there. I might have to, this knit, I might have to play with that a little when I get to stitching it. And she stitched it on a machine. Did I get that? No, I got a little piece here that needs to be snipped off. And I just have this, I don't have this pinned. I need to get out my pins. And I'll curve this as I stitch. And she saved her patterns and made more gloves on from one pattern. So I'll save this. Well, I'm not doing the best cutting job here. It's not bad either. Just snip it off. I kind of got square fingers over here. And I'm going to compensate for the little crook in my finger. My crooked little fingers. Now, in here, I think this part is okay. But what I want is I want this part wider. I want this part wider, and then I want to kind of come, because see, right, well, this might be kind of wide in there, but it's not as wide in here. So I want to kind of come like this. And this knit is really kind of hard to cut. It won't be perfect. My gloves, they won't be perfect, but I'm just doing them for fun. I'm doing, knit is kind of hard to cut. It kind of pulls and there. So there it is. Let's turn it over. Okay. So see, I think I have enough here when I stitch it. And even if I have too much, after I get it, I can get in there and you know, redo the stitching closer. But I made this part wider because of my big hand. But yeah, I think this will be fine. I might have to trim. We'll see when I... Now, Becky told me not to cut them separate. She said cut them double. So what I'm going to show you, I'm just going to throw this away. I'm not even going to try to save it. Behind here, let me reach over here and grab the other leg. I think I have it. Is this it? Yeah. Is that the other leg? No, that's the top part. I'm looking for the other leg. Here it is. So when I cut, I'm not going to do it tonight, but when I cut this one for the other hand, I'm going to cut another piece here. This one I'm cutting separate. Becky told me not to do that. So when I cut the other hand here, this is the leg of the legging. Oops, I bumped you. So I think what I can do is place my pattern, and of course I'll take it off. I can place my pattern here. Let's just take it off. It's just taped on. And if I put my pattern in here like this, you know, and it'll be fine for this hand. Now, this finger is bent more than this one, so I'm going to have to compensate in there. I might have to, when I get drawing on, when I get cutting here, not cut way up there, just kind of cut like that. But I want to show you here. If I can get my hand in there. See, if I put my hand in here, Just say I have it all cut. This is the right side. This is the right side of it. Let's say this is a hand. This is a glove, and then you turn it over and there's the other side. So I think Becky had a good suggestion. I'm learning. This is the first time I've done this. But if you have old leggings, like the elastic band is worn out of this was a pair of yoga pants. If you have extra, and I think I can fairly lose this except for my little finger. I might have to cut differently on my little finger here because he's bent. So that's all I'm going to do tonight. Let me see, what time is it? I went over, didn't I, with my chatter? Only 1 minute over according to this, and this clock is fast, so I'm still under. Angie, did Angie pop in? Hi, Angie. Oh, you had your surgery today. Oh, Christina's here too, and Allie K. Let me talk to Angie first. Angie says, I'm not doing good. My throat hurts, and my oxygen went way low. They had to give me oxygen and give me a breathing treatment. They almost kept me. I'm resting now. Well, you rest, Angie girl. You're in our thoughts and prayers. We thought of you this morning. So you just take care of yourself. We want you around, girl. Who's your mom? I think you're Debbie, right? Who's your mom? Welcome in. Hi, Christina. Christina says, hugs, Angie. Rest and heal up. I'm sorry it was so difficult for you. Maybe I need to refresh my chat here. Oh, messages. I was way up above. Vanessa says, I love Junk Journal Shop. Let's go down to the bottom. Hugs, Angie. Oh, I was there. Okay. Oh, Debbie's pinned message shows up at the bottom of my screen. This is the pinned message. It used to show up there. Now it's down at the bottom. What did they do? They changed where they put the pinned message. They pin it to the bottom, not to under the video. Oh, weird. All right, we'll take it. All right, thank you guys for popping in. Christina and Angie. Who's your mom? Allie K. Hi, Allie K. Jen. Is Jen Disney crafting? Jen Disney. I don't know. Angie Brown says, I just wanted to say hello. I'm not staying. Hi, Debbie. Allie K. Christina. Christina Scrap and Craft Stitchery. She says, hi. There's where I put in the gloves link. Oh, look, here's the little pincushion doll. Let me swipe this, and I'll show it to you in bigger. It's this one, and we'll show you that's as far as I can zoom in. Let's hold it up. This is the emoji that I'm doing. Only the members get to see the emojis. But there's the pincushion doll, the little Penelope pincushion doll emoji. She's not too bad, is she? She's up a little high. I might work with her and bring her down a little. She's still kind of in progress. I don't have her centered. But let's go back over to that other channel on my other phone, because what's happening here, well, this is not totally transparent. I'm working with transparency. I'm having a hard time getting transparency on my emojis, and I might just color the background and call it good until I can figure it out. It tells me I have transparency, but when I look at it in here, it doesn't look transparent to me. All right, let's go back to my chat. Right here. Thank you, Allie K, for putting those in. Yeah, they're for the members. Yeah, it's Penelope. I want to do Ruby Rose. I've got Bandit, the Black Cat, and Penelope. I want to do Ruby Rose. I'll eventually do Miss Meri, but I'm kind of keeping her off to the side. So there's 3. I think you get emojis depending on how many members you have in your, and I forgot how many I have. I either have room for 7 or 8 emojis. You start out with 5, and I think I have enough to get either 7 or 8 emojis. So those who have a lot of members get up to 20 or 22. I don't have that many members. You like the pincushion emoji? Thank you. Well, I think I need to center her a little bit more. What file did you save it as? A PNG file. Yeah, it has to be PNG. Yeah, I don't use JPEG for my emojis. But I've been wrestling with it. Christina says, happy to see you, Meri. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is where Angie said she's not feeling well. Did I miss anybody else? Allie K. Jen is Jen Disney Crafting. Hi, Jenna. Did Vale come in? Allie K. Did I miss saying hi to Vale? Vale just got out of the hospital, I heard. And hi, Teresa. Oh, there's Disney Crafting Stuff J. Welcome in. And Carol is in here. She says, hi, Carol. My quiet corner. And Vale. Vale, I missed you. I haven't seen you here. I get to thinking, there she is. She says, I'm okie dokie, Carol. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well, Vale. Vale just got out of the hospital, too, so. But today is Today is Arlene's birthday. It's almost over with, Arlene. We said happy birthday to Arlene. This is Lala here, so I caught up with chat. Yeah, there's Bandit. So if I do, I think I'm going to work on Ruby Rose next, and then I'm going to do a little building that looks like the Meri Atelier. It's kind of small. I like how Penelope turned out. I got a lot of detail on her, and I like how Bandit turned out. But the building kind of looks like a gingerbread house, so I'm not so happy with my building yet. Alrighty, you guys, it's almost, well, it's 5 after 10, so. Vale says, evening, Meri, you're back at the hospital? Oh, I only was out because my cat suddenly got sick and passed. Oh, no, Vale, really? Oh, I'm so sorry. Your cat crossed the Rainbow Bridge? Oh, Vale, hugs to you. So now you have that to deal with. Do you have anybody helping you deal with that? Do you have anybody helping you, Vale? I hope so. Do you have family to help you? I'm so sorry, Vale, to have to be in the hospital and then have to deal with your kitty passing. That's not fun. So you're back in the hospital. She was almost 15. Oh, I'm so sorry. Debbie says, I'm so sorry, Vale. Vale, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Know that you're loved here. You're always welcome to come in, but you take care of yourself too. You and Angie, girl. All right, I better sign off. I don't know if Juju's coming on, but she does come on after me. I don't see her here in my notifications, but Juju usually comes on around 10 o'clock, and Ginger Cat Pam will be on later tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys have a really nice weekend. If you're in the path of storms, be safe. As Ryan Hall says, don't be scared, be prepared. For those of you that are on the east of east of me. And those of you that are in the cold weather, we're having a cold snap here. It's supposed to get below freezing. Our poor plants. I'm glad I didn't put any plants. I put bulbs in, but they'll be okay. All right, I got to sign off. Have a great weekend. I will be back on at Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. And me and Mr. Andy Warhol, I think I'm going to extend the little finger part here because he's kind of hard to hold on my long finger. They say, bye. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Bye. Bye. I think I'm going to have to extend his for my long finger because he doesn't fit my hand. All right. Meri's giving her long-winded goodbye.